All right, Kombat Konvo, you know what it is. We back, man. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit the thumbs up button. If you like the content, make sure you hit the notification bell because you'll be notified when you see that notification come across your screen saying Kombat Konvo just released a new episode and I have to watch because I want them guys to be millionaires. So today's episode, WWE wrestling related, Roman Reigns. What's going on with Roman Reigns, man?
All right, so everybody, I know y'all most likely seen the last episode of SmackDown, and it was crazy. It was crazy. What had happened was, Roman Reigns was getting celebrated for his accomplishments and whatnot, and there was a, if I'm not mistaken, there was a, trying to recalibrate the brain. Okay, so Roman was discussing what happened at the celebration, right? Mm-hmm. As far as him getting a new belt. At that point in time, they also wanted the answer from Jey Uso on what was his decisions going to be as far as him. Is he going to be in with the bloodline or not with the bloodline? So he comes out, and he gives his take on what he feels, and he tells him, like, listen, if I'm going to be down with the bloodline, then Paul Heyman got to go. And then Roman tells him, like, well, Paul Heyman is not necessarily bloodline. He's more or less my councilman. He's for me. He's not for the team. He's for me. He's my strategist. You know what I'm saying? He's my advisor. That's what he tells him. So then he's like, oh, all right. Okay, cool then, And then they start getting into the whole situation. Why Solo do this and why did this happen? Why did that happen? And they basically try to throw everything on Jimmy Uso and say Jimmy Uso was always jealous. And I believe to a certain extent, Jimmy Uso agreed. And it was like, well, yeah, I didn't like it that they wanted you to be the tribal chief because basically that's what they were saying, that they were grooming Jey Uso to be the next tribal chief. So when Roman Reigns stepped down, Jey Uso was supposed to step into that spot and be the next tribal chief. But in order for him to be the next tribal chief, he had to go take the steps moving forward. And that's why they dubbed him Main Event Uso. That's why he had those long tag team title runs with his brother. That's why he got the title shot versus Austin Theory. All these other things they started naming, right? So then Jay was like, well, that's all fine and good, and whatever. But it wasn't convincing enough for Jay. So then Jay was like, well, basically, if my brother's not going to be in the bloodline, if his brother's going to be out, then I'm out too. And then when he said that, in the process, he super kicks Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns tumbles on the side. He's holding his jaw. You know what I'm saying? Holding his jaw, whatever. Then they both super kick him again. Then they super kick Solo. And then Roman starts screaming. And they super kick him one more time for good measure. And then they walk outside the ring. And they basically, said, we're done with the bloodline. And, that's that. But I don't think this whole bloodline story is over just yet because of the simple fact that there's still a lot of story to tell. Now, they're possibly going to have a match, the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam. That's what I'm hearing the rumors might be. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also hearing that there might be an idea for Roman Reigns to hit up the rest of his family. Now, for those of you I don't know, Roman Reigns is family is Jacob Fatu. What's this dude's name? Jacob Fatu is another guy that's also with Jacob Fatu. That's also with Finney Anoya, whatever, big heavy set looking dude, big heavy set guy. You know what I mean? Make the story short, there's rumors that WWE might be reaching out to these guys. Now, I don't know how they're going to do that because of the simple fact that these guys are all under MLW contract. So, and MLW and WWE got a little falling out. I remember we talked about that, and it's all dealing with, money and trying to hoard, what I'm saying, wrestlers from other companies and this and that, tampering with contracts and whatnot. So I don't know how WWE is even going to get that off. You know what I mean? The only way they could get that off is if these guys are free agents. And as far as I'm concerned, these guys are still signed. They're not no free agents. So I don't know how that's going to happen. Moving forward with wrestling news, we have new Impact and a new X Division champion. New Impact champion is I believe it's new Impact X Division champion is Chris Sabin, and the other one, the heavyweight champion, is Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley surprisingly has never won the big title. He's won all the other titles, but he's never won the big title. This is his first title run as Impact champion. Also, they had a big 10-man tag, mixed tag, by the way, which had some of the women in there, and it had the men. And one of their tag partners was Nick Aldis. And they won the match, and Nick Aldis turned against Alex Shelley, setting up a match for their next pay-per-view. And, I don't know why people sleeping on Impact, man. Impact got a great show, man. The only thing I say that I wish Impact just had was on a bigger station. You know what I'm saying? Was on a more popular network because, it's hard to catch Impact and watch it. But Impact got some talented guys, man. I don't know why people always, say what they say.
The reason why a lot of these companies don't get big, or I ain't gonna say don't get big, but probably would never overtake the WWF. First of all, WWE is a home. That's a household name. Anything else under that umbrella it's the same thing with battle rap, right? In URL, Smack, whatever else is under URL, nobody really cares. Even though people care, but if the first thing everybody says is, "You a battle rapper? You battle rap on URL?" It's like that's you could be the best battle rapper and never battled on URL. That's how I feel about a lot of wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers are the best wrestlers, but they ain't on WWE. You know what I'm saying? And it could be because of a couple of different reasons. But when the one thing I will say about the WWE, they usually, when you come in, they already have their stars already lined. Their stars is already lined. I remember when Roman Reigns first came, he was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared. He was losing matches. Nobody cared. He just looked like the other dude. What's the other dude? Seth Rollins. They looked like brothers. I thought they were brothers. I literally thought Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, I thought that they were the same person because they had the same outfit, same long hair and everything. So, but what happened? Roman Reigns came out of nowhere. Now he's like one of the greatest of all time. So that's the thing about the WWE. A lot of the reason why we would say Impact or TNA or all these wrestling organizations, or what's the other one? NWA, and there's another one. What's the other one? What's the other one?
Yeah.
That's probably
AEW.
AEW, yeah. So you got these wrestling organization with these wrestlers would be doing all this stuff, these high intense moves, but most of the wrestlers that came from WWE is stars over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really the WWE name, I would say. Or it's not really the wrestlers, I would say. It's more the name. Because Kurt Angle's and Jeff Jarrett and Y2K and all these dudes is wrestling over there. And they were big in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? They were big. And now you got a whole new set of people over here. You know what I mean? Roman Reigns, the Usos, like the Usos, like, not to say the Usos ain't good, but you could tell the WWE raises people up. Look, the Usos, like, nobody cared about them dudes when they first came. Now look, they like at the top now. Nobody cared about the Usos. They just Roman Reigns, and I guess this is Hunter's doing the storyline on this. I don't know who's doing it, but
Hunter has creative control. That's what they supposedly he's supposed to have creative control.
So he's doing the storyline.
Yeah, he's assisting with the storyline. But the thing about it is that you still got Vince changing stuff in other storylines, though. So who really has creative control if Vince really can just come in there and change up stuff? And I'm not saying he changed anything in the Bloodline story because he did it. But what I'm saying is that Vince has changed matches before the match had even aired. He's changed stuff around.
Well, I'm going to say this. If this Bloodline thing, this could be on some level of NWO type stuff.
Yeah.
If I can imagine if let's say the Usos is losing to what's his name, to Roman Reigns and Solo, right? And Rikishi comes out, right? Imagine Rikishi coming out helping I guess Solo's his son, right? One of them is his son. No, the Usos is his son.
The Usos and Solo is his son. Yeah, those are his kids.
Okay, so imagine he comes out, right? And he helps them. And then The Rock comes out and helps Roman Reigns. So now you got The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Solo versus Rikishi and the Usos. That would be crazy. And then imagine if Yokozuna comes out. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if all their family come out, right? This is what I mean. Like, this could be something big because the Samoans was always the Samoans. It was always the wild Samoans, but they never was in this position where they're at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen the Samoans or the Samoan family outside The Rock, but they never really, like, when The Rock was The Rock, they never really said, "Oh, he's a Samoan." You know what I'm saying? They really didn't go that far. But I never seen them, like, these dudes really run that. They run WWE right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it is. They definitely do. They definitely run WWE. They definitely are on top of WWE right now. And I don't see anybody at this point in time. I don't see anybody, like, really stopping them from even completing any type of milestone they want to. You know what I mean? Roman is like Thanos right now. And the funny thing is, like, a lot of people are hating Roman, but he made WWE interesting again. I mean, he didn't do it by himself, you know what I mean? But, you know, this whole Bloodline story really drew people in and made interesting in WWE. Because before the Bloodline, I'm gonna be honest, like, before the Bloodline, WWE was kind of whack. You know what I mean? As far as the stories and the, you know what I mean, it was kind of whack. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even you can even go as far as saying the booking was kind of off a little bit because like it just wasn't interesting. It was like repetitive matches. Nothing made any sense. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I'm a fan of WWE, but I also feel as a fan, I can critique and speak my opinion because I want them to do better. You know what I mean? It's almost like they was trying to like, you fans don't know nothing. We could put anything together, you guys will like it. And it wasn't that,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't that. Like people was like complaining, like, yo, get it together. But yeah, man, Roman's the man right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward. I don't even they can't even figure out who's gonna take his title. That's the fun. Yo, bro, he's been the title for like he's had the title for like 1,000 something days, bro. Like he's past Bruno San Martino, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. They don't know what even to do with the guy. I was suggesting like you might as well just put the title on Jey Uso because it makes the most sense because he has the most beef with Roman. But I don't think they're gonna do that. But it would make the
They
most
have to
sense to
like.
me.
That's what I was telling you before. Like Roman Reigns sucked all the attention up. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
have somebody come in that, and it's hard to get somebody that's on that level because he has such an aura that nobody in the WWE has. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to build somebody up to that, and it's very hard to build somebody up to where Roman Reigns is at because he steals all the shine. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So if like let's say if The Rock came back, right? Then of course, you know what I'm saying, The Rock is much bigger. But who are you gonna use? Brock Lesnar? No. You know what I'm saying? He's there, but he's on his way out. You know what I'm saying? So what are
Mm-hmm.
you gonna do? Like you have to put I don't know who they're gonna pull out, but they have to pull out somebody that's I don't know that's edgy and interesting, and it's very hard. So I guess you're right, man. But yeah, man. So hey, man, you know what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Kombat Konvo.
Hey, man, listen, man.
Yeah.
Catch you guys on the flip side.
Yeah.
We out.